Hi Cancers, this is Heather with Twin Flame Blu-ray, and this is your May 2018 reading. I still only have the 15 minutes per video, so I've already laid out the cards, cleared space, all that good stuff. And I will show you your reading, if I can. So again, the Celtic Cross spread. I have several other cards that wanted to come out. And if you have Gemini in your chart, moon and rising, go back and watch that one, cross watch for Taurus. We are getting some major common themes for each sign. So let's get started. Your center card, Sun upside down, and your crossing card, Ten of Cups. This is funny to me how these are coming out, because for your final outcome you have the Ten of Pentacles. At the top of your, it's a good month for you. The top of your cross here you have the Queen of Wands, and I pulled a clarifier, the World, because the Queen of Wands wanted to come out, I think, for the last couple of readings. You have your card in between all of this, the Moon upside down. Well, your ruling planet anyway. So I see a lot of really good things. I mean, those are about the best cards that could possibly come out all together. The only thing that, you know, I never think of this as a bad card upside down or not. You may not be seeing the situation for what it is, that is this amazing thing that's coming to you. This really amazing thing, I'm getting, it may not be what you wanted it, and now it's here, and you're like, oh, it's here. What do I do now? And you know, I was just contemplating this in the last couple of days as a friend of mine has finally gotten something that he's reached for a very long time. Sorry. And sometimes there's a melancholy that comes with that, where you finally get everything you want, but then all of the things that you were not paying attention to catch up with you. And being a Cancer, I'm a Pisces, and I've known and had best friends as Cancers, so I know the emo stuff that we go through. That is the first word that came up when I saw this in reverse, and the Moon card in reverse for you as well. It's like you have all this amazing stuff around you now, but it was like when you're working so hard for something, or you have this goal in mind, and you know, all you can think about is achieving it. You can put a lot of other things, like I said, on the back burner. And so it is allowing these things to process through as they come up, these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts, and just really giving them space to heal. So I was going to say a very deep reading, but you are Cancerians, so can't be that surprised, right? Where am I going to next? The thing I really wanted to go to next, the card, is your coming influence, the Devil upside down. So once you can process through these things that are coming up, you release yourself from old fears, old habits, old negativities that were there that you necessarily didn't know were there, old relationship habits. I mean, you've got the crossing card as the Ten of Cups, so that very well could be. Cups don't always have to be relationships, but for some of you, this very well may be. So yeah, it's all about, coming up is about releasing these things that that have been there that maybe you didn't realize were there, and all of a sudden dreams come true, things come to fruition, you get a moment to breathe and take it all in, and they're like, oh, there was a whole bunch of stuff that needed to go under the surface or needed to be acknowledged and dealt with. Your passing influence is the Knight of Wands. So to me, I mean, he's accomplished his goal here. And this new creative thing, Knight of Wands, has come to fruition. But again, we're upside down, so it didn't happen the way you expected. Something happened, these emotions came up, these feelings came up, these thoughts. And you're like, wait a minute, I got everything I asked for. And you know that saying, be careful what you wish for. And in this case, I don't think it's be careful what you wish for. It's, oh, all of this other stuff came up because of that. So just really dealing with things as they come up. The central issue, you in the center of the issue, is the Page of Pentacles upside down. This came up, I believe, for Taurus as their final outcome card, so cross watch. Again, you have all this stuff growing. This is the time of year where things have been planted, they're growing, and you're not necessarily seeing that that's what's going on. You are feeling, a lot of you, I'm feeling very melancholy right now. Contemplative, if nothing else, and stopping to appreciate what is coming up around you, because it's good things. Right above that, the people surrounding you card, or influences around you, the Wheel of Fortune upside down, and this didn't come out for another sign. There seem to be, again, a lot of themes when I do my readings for the signs. Wheel of Fortune upside down. So, you know, Wheel of Fortune is a great card, but the influences around you, the things that have come up around this, you're feeling upside down. I feel like a lot of head spinning at the moment, just trying to get a sense of, and get grounded, get a sense of what's going on, because you're like, wait a minute, these are the hags of fate waiting to weave your destiny and cut it where it ends. And you're like, wait a minute, I asked for this, I've got this, and now I've got to deal with a whole bunch of other things. The bottom of the cross, subconscious. Again, this came up for another sign. But this time I get that this is you. Like, in this card, this man is looking at his apprentice, who's probably doing a better job than he used to do. He's kind of hoarding these pentacles. I get in this card that this is more you, like, looking at your situation. It's a little different than the original interpretation. Looking at your situation going, okay, I've done all of this. What am I going to do with all of this now? And learning, figuring out how to move forward with your current situation. But it's good things. So there's, you know, it's not like, I don't feel there's anything holding you back from having you achieve what you want. It's your final outcome. It's just getting your emotions straightened out. Which for Cancer, not surprised at all. So, let's see. The influence at the top of the cross, the Queen of Wands, who again wanted to come out for this reading. Creative ideas flowing, being solid in what you have, and new ventures. If you're an entrepreneur, if you have started something new, things are good. Like, you're in your power. You've got the World card, which is you have everything you want. This is a completion of a cycle. Again, these are beautiful completions of cycles. This is amazing. So it's really just getting your subconscious on board with what's going on the surface, I believe. Coming influences, we talked about the Devil upside down. Right next to that is the Lovers and having to make a choice. Next to that is the Empress upside down, which is more the Virgo card influence or energy. And this can be a Harvest card. It's upside down. So again, not knowing, okay, first of all, not knowing which choice you want to make going forward. You have all these amazing options in front of you. As I always say with this card, go with your heart. This is Paris choosing, I believe he chose Aphrodite, going with your heart. And then the harvest of all these good things will come. This abundance. And Hopes and Fears card. I'm jumping all over the reading today. Knight of Swords. This is the Gemini card for Hopes and Fears. I get hearing being in two minds of things, again, being split in feeling and thought. And so your hopes and fears are kind of tied up in, you know, making sense of head versus heart. We have, next to the subconscious cards, we have the 8 and 9 of Wands wanted to come out together. And, you know, since we are the water sign, you guys are the water sign, this can mean travel, but to me it always comes up as emotion, intuition, especially for the water signs. And in the past, or even now, feeling in your emotions, that makes a lot of sense. Feeling like you're stuck behind these rapids. It's like you have all these wonderful things on the shore, but emotionally just feeling like you're trapped behind these rocks in the rapids. So getting back in touch with getting yourself back to center and getting back in touch with your own inner feelings. On the other side of, I didn't even see that this came out. You have the 4 of Swords upside down, the 6 of Swords upright, and the 5 of Swords upright. So you got the 4, 5, and 6 just out of order. Taking time to sit in contemplation and get these things straightened out. If you need to travel somewhere, to take a moment, to take a break. Getting out on water for water signs, completely healing. Getting to where you need to be emotionally by clearing your thoughts. And then 5 of Swords. This one, listening to the lessons that have come from all of this, listening to the guidance. And I think I have finally gotten through all of the cards that came out for you. What I've been wanting to do, I'll do a quickly angel answers. If you have a question, go ahead and ask that. Okay. You get compromise, but I see the scales in here. Compromise between your head and your heart. Realizing that you can make sense of this. You can get through this because you also have the Success card. So this is wonderful. I think this is a really gorgeous reading. I've been trying to pull a Romance Angels card for everyone. For Aries, I have to go back and do that because it's the first time I'm doing this. Oh. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So if, you know, this is about a relationship, go ahead and take some time. Maybe that traveling is with them. I will take pictures and post on my Instagram of all the cards that I have pulled for you. If you would like to book a reading, Facebook and Instagram links are below. Donate link is below. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It will help my new channel. And have a wonderful May. I will see you in June. Thank you, Cancer.